188 centimeters tall with a reach of 191. And the man he'll be facing, it's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy.
This bout.
What a pleasure to be in the. And there's the bell to start round one. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Those counter punches have to hurt. They block that right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Catch and shoot. The jab can't find a home. Do you believe what we're seeing? Perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver. And there's the bell to start round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't. Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance with...
Still letting you power shot. Good work.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That left hook doesn't find its target. That counter shot lands. That left hook won't score. Great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
So they'll make it up and this fight continues.
It's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. How did they survive that?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Tarver in that round. There's the bell for round 4. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't score with that, Jack. Hold that thought! Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go down. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work good defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is off the charts. A lot of effort being exerted here. Missing with the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Tarver in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations you've just...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Tarver's been rocked. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
A perfect counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Both men step back for just a moment. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's start the sixth. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The perfect counter lands. Tarver crushes to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Even I've got to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's the perfect start.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back to...
There's the bell to start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Incredible work rate. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, oh, wait a minute. Tarver in some serious trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. Good counter punch. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that round.
What are you doing?
There's the bell to start round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Tarver in some serious trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter lands. Punch, counter punch. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
Antonio Tarver.
This bout,
A lot of trash talk. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good punch. How about that time counter shot? Defense on that hook. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. A perfect counter lands. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You see the nerves of the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punches have to hurt. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Missing with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
You will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right?
In already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it.
Start on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on.
And there's the bell for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Oh, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Tarver in some serious trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Win the round on your jab. I'm breathing.
Good round. I like it. I'm happy. But man.
On to the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good counter punching. The jab doesn't quite connect. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nobody home with that hook. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Misses right uppercut. Holding nothing back here in the round. His stamina is off the charts. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. About Tarver in that last one. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Catch and shoot. What desire! Did you see that? Tarver's been rocked. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Not caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. True champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
How about that? Antonio Tarver's in big trouble. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Set him up and you take him out. Look, he's ready to go.
Okay, focus. Focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
Come through. Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Breathe. Breathe. I need you to focus on what you're ready.
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work. Keep going.
There's the bell for round 6. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you...
And Tarver crushes to the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go down. And right back into the fray.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're...
Antonio Tarver goes down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, did you see that? Tarver's been rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Good round. You feel good? You're doing good, kid.
Flat work all the way through, Cam.
Here comes round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym. Every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Punch, counter punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far? Oh, right there! Tarver in some serious trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these 2 fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Round 8, and we're off again. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And down goes Antonio Tarver. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Hook misses. Good counter punch. Is he going to punch himself out, though? 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Add every...
Well, Johnny the Entertainer Nelson.
This bout,
and this one has all. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. That punch landed. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
You've got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's
Final 10 seconds here. Unless something major happens, I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Nelson. Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Lands the jab. Punch, counter punch. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Jab does not score. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Nelson in that one. On to the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. Whoa, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Missing with the hook. Holding nothing back here in the round. That hook was off target. A perfect counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh, what now for Johnny Nelson? Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too...
There's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Johnny Nelson got clipped, and now he's in some serious trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Nelson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
That's his round.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook was off target. Well, we're going deep into the gas tank on this round. All offense, all the time. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well. Johnny Nelson just couldn't take anymore. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One. 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Beautiful catch. Big shot, and down goes Nelson. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.